Hey everybody. Clearing. It's Wacky Hat Day again. So here we go. Alright, so the first card I'm going to pull is, what is the connective space? After this Lionsgate portal, we're still in the energy of it. Whoa! Caught it. Oh, the lovers. The lovers. Amazing. So this card is a major arcana that represents alignment with higher self. First and foremost, this is one of those union within kind of cards, because this is where you cannot help but understand there is a higher dimension. This is connection with higher self. This is coming up and out of the earthly fear-based paradigms and seeing the benevolence. This is when something illuminates to you that would be the better way. This represents the path, the way, the connection, the love, the higher vision, the higher vantage point. So it kind of wanted to come out in the reverse, but I don't usually read reversals in this deck, but I have to admit. So there could be something in front of the twins right now that is offering the understanding that there is a fork in the road, that there is a higher love, a higher path, and then there's also a more earthly based. It could be just that transition from the previous energy before the 8-8 portal, or, you know, coming into the next. So let's see how the Divine Feminines, what advice would the Divine Feminines be given today by the Divine about this? What can we see for the Divine Feminines? We are getting Crow Spirit, co-create with Spirit. So yes, exactly. I can't imagine a better description with higher self union and seeing that path as co-create with Spirit. That is as above, so below. You know, divine will merging with the conscious recognition of your own free will having come into alignment. So now that you're in alignment like that, or that the energies are showing you something here, Divine Feminines, co-create with Spirit. I'm hearing do the things with a glad heart that are in front of you. Really bring Spirit in. Accentuate this knowledge of higher self connection, of higher self motivation, of the path, of the way, and roll with it. Allow that focus to unfold in your life. I have just been drawn to the 17 on this. So for about this next week, there is of course, with the Lionsgate portal, there is a huge amped up frequency. But now until the 17th even, I'm hearing there's going to be a lot of window of opportunity to really pinpoint what this higher timeline pathway is consciously. And consciously is the operative word there, because that allows you to appreciate what you're being shown, and that is such a beneficial motion, because when you have gratitude, when you're conscious of the path in front of you, you are grateful for it. It is more fun. It's more supportive. It's more energized. It is more magnetic, because you can truly get behind it if you can see it for what it is. So co-create with Spirit, Divine Feminines. Now for Divine Masculines watching, what can we see for this portal? Okay, we get 3. Wow. So we get Let It Shine, Now is a Lucky Time, and Spirit has your back. So Feminine's got co-create with Spirit, and here is this Eagle of Freedom. So let's see which ones. Now is a Lucky Time and Spirit's got your back, both in the reverse. It's funny, Eagle and Rabbit, prey and predator. But go after it. Be the hunter, not the hunted. Divine Masculine, let it shine. Actually go for it, you know, co-create with Spirit. See this. So I'm getting that this card was meant to come out as a confirmation, full go-ahead green light for Divine Feminines, and when it was coming out in the reverse, it was kind of alluding to the Divine Masculines being tentative about trusting the risky, the out on a limb, leap of faith kind of energy available right now. So this is a yes, do it. Be in all of your glory right now. If it looks quite showy or audacious, divine masculines, you are being asked to take that leap of faith right now, because you can trust what spirit guidance is showing you. I'm being drawn to this throat chakra, this light beam coming out of it. I've never really seen that before. And so it's something about communicating some idea, some opinion, some desire. It's like you're getting energetic backing from the divine right now. The veil is thin, I'm hearing, divine masculine, so let it shine. Okay, now I'm just trying to decide. I do feel like I'm going to do a bit of a channeled message from each divine counterpart in the reading a little bit further along. Okay, so let's check out what the divine masculine energy is up to. Thank you, divine creator, for using me as a channel with only the highest and most beneficial information coming through. What can we see about the divine masculine collective? How are the divine masculines thinking about this connection? How are they feeling on the heart space for their divine feminines? What is the wish at this time? What actions are being taken by the divine masculines? What is the biggest challenge? I just saw work. And the judgment card. So for those workaholic divine masculines out there, there's some insight into work balance. Okay, what is the challenge? What is the spirit guided solution? That was a sloppy cut. I am going to do one more time. Oh, autonomy in the reverse. So masculines, you're still giving your power away to either a thought, a paradigm, a person, a belief, something. You are still not in your own autonomy. That could be financially. That could be with decision making. Something you're still giving your power to is what I got there. Side message. Okay, so what are the divine masculines thinking about the connection? Star in the reverse and Page of Pentacles. This is the eventual destiny. Divine masculines may be feeling a little bit out of the loop. Maybe there hasn't been communication. Divine feminines who have pulled back your energy, the masculines might be wavering a little bit. There seems to be, oh, look at that, the 17 again. There's something here about the 17th of this month, divine feminines. So this next week there is I heard longing from the divine masculines. They miss you right now. They're curious about what is going on. I'm hearing that they are heightened, their perception of this connection, the amount of time they thought they had to make a decision. You know, a lot of masculines have taken it for granted that their divine feminine will always be there. There's a little bit of a wavering in that because communication, because interaction has not been as solid as it has in the past. Consistent, dependable, predictable. The divine feminines have not been predictable. That's what I'm getting there. So divine masculines are wondering, what does it mean? So this week, you know, I guess there's a little bit of advice here to feminines, divine feminines watching. Of course, this is up to you, but for this week, it looks like it's doing something beneficial and allowing your divine masculine to feel the Lionsgate energies and to notice your, absence makes the heart grow fonder. Don't do that for that reason, but it does look like if you've been led to not reach out, not be as consistent, it looks like there is some sort of a stimulus happening through that motion. Okay, so on the heart space, 5 of Fire, karmic, backlash, back and forth, too many people being involved, and Temperance. On the heart space, divine masculines are aware of people, places, and things that they have subjected this connection to that were too extra. They want balance, they want grounded, practical peace in this connection, and they now, I heard they're conceding. There have been too many options, too many energies involved, and they want more balance. They don't want to spread their energies so thin anymore. They want to transform this. There are two butterflies. There are two butterflies here and here, and around her eyes there is one butterfly, and I'm getting that that is the transformation of the third eye. The two shall become one, and streamlining. Such an interesting knowing that all of those options and energies that have been vying for attention, have been distracting from that knowing, have been not in balance, is what I'm getting. So the masculines are really seeing how keeping busy, distracted, has been preventing the balance, their own internal balance. That's the important part here, is it's their own internal balance that has been coming between this connection and all of the things, people, places, and things that they've been associating with that has seemed more exciting, showy, moving and shaking kind of energy. There's emotion to quality over quantity. Okay, what is the wish? Four of Wands. That's the Twin Flame Union 1111 card. Okay, and the Page of Swords. This is the spying card, the research. So for some, they're getting the nudge to look into twin flames. It's becoming more popular. It's becoming more of a household name, and I'm really getting that many, if not every single one of your divine masculines has now heard the title Twin Flames, and they're curious. Might not be admitting this, but they're like, maybe there's something to this. Maybe when I get some time, I'm gonna check it out. If somebody brings it up, maybe I'll ask about it. It's kind of this nonchalant, like, maybe there's something to this, for those who actually know about it, about the twin flame concept, the templates. There is a little bit of a curiosity growing that you might just have been onto something, because after all, they are feeling a pull to you like never before, and for many, you haven't even really been in consistent conversation. But the masculines are, their curiosity is piqued. Okay, actions. Queen of Water, and without further ado, this is the psychic intuitive. This is so much love. This is better than the King of Cups, because the Queen of Cups actually offers that. And with the Three of Wands in the reverse, there is a knowing that time is of the essence. I love this card because it's like a spiritual falconry card. This is sending out that intention. Look at it, it's like she's meditating. So regardless of gender, this Queen of Cups energy, divine masculines are consciously sending 5D energy to you. I'm gonna pull an energetics card because this literally feels like they are manifesting a 5D astral intention towards you, to see what you'll do if you pick up on it, if you'll respond. I'm hearing divine feminine saying, try that in the 3D, buddy. Okay, so what is the intention? What are the divine masculines sending towards the divine feminines right now? Chamber of inspiration, bliss, aspiration, and realization. The divine masculines are telling you that they are onto this connection. So whether it's directly or indirectly or inadvertently, they are coming into the knowing, the realization of this connection, and they can't help but tune into you, laser focus, because they know this connection. It's instantaneous. It's like the quantum level. It's like teleportation. Literally, it's instantaneous because they believe in the connection now. So there is this realization that there is no separation, is what I'm hearing. You are cut from the same cloth, I'm hearing. We are not apart. I get it now. I'm always there. We're always together. I feel you. All of those kinds of thoughts, those realizations, the recognitions. The bliss here is appreciation for that, and aspiration is in a way, it's a commitment feeling of intending to do this more, to celebrate that more, to recognize it more, to not delude themselves more often, and to just meet you in that presence. It's like a wave rolling through them, that they feel the reality of this more surely washing over them every day. And dimensional planes of perception number 5, which is a number of change, also 77, which is a divine completion number, master number, spiritual strength, virtue, and valor. So I'm hearing this is establishing a strength in the 5D. Every time they have the realization of how instantaneously they can connect with you when they admit the love, how peaceful that is, how dominant that is in their energy field, it's gaining spiritual strength, it's gaining validation every time they realize your connection is immediate. They feel you. They feel you as soon as they think of you. It's palpable, it's visceral, it's grounding. Okay, what is the biggest challenge for the divine masculines right now? Page of Fire. This is the page in the Knight of Wands. So this is how to blend spiritual sexuality, sacred sexuality. This is the challenge. It's how to take your connection out of the friend zone, the complexity, because these connections literally are up to the neck in past life connections. Not all twin flames have ever had a romantic connection in past lives, mind you. Those are, reserved for the last incarnation in many cases, or so the story goes, that it's the final incarnation for twin flames that comes together in romantic union on all levels. Please let me know if you know more information about that in the comments below, but it's my understanding that you can have many, many lifetimes with your twin flame, but that merge, that end incarnation is the be-all, end-all, the full deal. So this Page of Wands is the spiritual path. This is the challenge here, is how to harmonize the amount of passion, or let's say a sexual attraction to someone, with the spirituality, because spirituality on the planet has been a bit of a funny animal, we'll say. It hasn't necessarily allowed for heightened sexual attraction. A lot of religious views tend to make sensual expression taboo, maybe making it perverted or wrong or repressed in so many ways. And so there is deep karmic struggle with having a godly experience, a sacred sexual experience combined with sensuality. I would say in my own channelings, only since 2016 have we seen true safety and intimacy and sacred sexuality being, I'm hearing, ever present as a template to access in mastery. Before that, it was so convoluted and imbalanced on the planet that it was very difficult for people to really truly be in enough mastery to be trustworthy in those inner sacred realms. And a lot of predatory energies. Yes, the energetics of sexuality were there. Yes, spirituality and the monk, the nun, the devout spiritual seeker is often tagged with the archetype of hermit, non-sexual, asexual, giving a vow of abstinence. There are deep societal archetypes that say you either have to be a lover of the divine or a hooligan. So we're getting this conundrum. It's like a new layer of the friend zone thing, because whenever the masculines see that awe-inspiring spirituality in you, it's been a strange feeling to get turned on by that, or to understand that that can be a supernatural, sexual, sensual turn on, that can actually be something that is the turn on of all turn ons. Interesting conundrum, masculines. What is the spirit advice? Messenger of air and strength. So this is like, I think this might be the Knight of Air in this deck, but it could be the Page of Air, which could also be, you know, the Page of Swords, like we saw a little bit earlier. This could be doing the research, learning more about humility, coming out of, you know, taming the beast, and really starting to admit, masculines, that this deep heart level pull, this magnetic pulse, the magnetic draw, the magnitude of this connection, let that instruct you, let that calm you, let that pacify the adrenaline rush of objectification, lusty templates, and let it refine you into true passion for deeper than skin deep interactions. Easier said than done, really. What would that look like for you, masculines, to go deeper that way? Okay, what is the direction of the connection? Two of Water and Knight of Pentacles. This is laying the foundation towards the one-on-one love connection. This is tentative new steps towards that soulmate, unconditional love, the spiritual love offered, and the foundation being laid. So both twins are really understanding the sincerity, the depth of the soul connection here, and that it is a next level kind of realization going on in these templates, that it is so much more sacred and spiritual and conscious. I'm hearing then a simple turn on, that it's worth waiting for, worth fighting the good fight for, worth persevering until the end for. Okay, let's get a message from the divine masculines. You make me want to do bad things. Here's that beast. Okay, so that's not necessarily contrary to what's coming through. You know, full freedom in sexuality, where you are totally yourself and you no longer tell yourself that you are inappropriate or bad. I think this is more playful than actually bad things. I think this is the masculine saying that they've never been so tantalized before, that this is a new type of pull, urging. Let's get another card. What else, masculines? Yes, and I just want space in the reverse. So there is this magnetic draw, this pull. Aw, you make me want to do bad things, and let me hold you is here. So masculines are really feeling that they want to cuddle. Look at the yellow and the yellow and that beast. They are understanding that you're the all. You represent divine feminine, all of that energy. You're the lover, and you know, you can do the whole range of it. The cuddles to the the nasty. You can do it all. That you are that full experience. You're all of the different potentials, all in one person, one glorious, eternal, conscious, full experience. Masculines are understanding. It's from one extreme to the other. You are all of it. Okay, and what would the divine feminines say to their divine masculines? Sex. So sacred sexuality, and focus, the priority, zoning in, honing in on each other here. There seems to be a real so here we've had the 17th come up a couple of times, and we also have the 15th here. Both twins are talking about the 15th, so there very much could be something going on with the 15th, and I hope you'll wait for me, Yana. I just got a message for some divine feminines. They have a soulmate that's come in that they're exploring. So technically that could be considered a bit of a third party situation, because the masculine is clearly on the divine feminine heart, but there's a third energy. I'm getting for some feminines, they're exploring another connection, and masculines, because you have made the feminines wait, they are enjoying this, and for some they want to explore that third party, and they hope that you will wait for them because they waited for you. Interesting. And Yana, so feminines, you're on the fence here. You can feel that your masculine is coming into this passion growing again after a bit of a calming of that, maybe into a friend zone or a wanting space, and there's like a resurgence of it. And now feminines, you're in a take it or leave it energy, but also looking at the sexual connection and other things. So if feminines also have karmic situations or career things or abundance and projects that are being worked on, maybe the divine feminines are saying, wouldn't it be nice to have this kind of a connection and yet still focus on what the divine feminines have in front of them without fully giving into the connection, fully merging, whatever that means. And so there's a compromising energy from the divine feminines today. Okay, let me see if I have the Beyond Lemuria guidebook here. Nope, I still don't see it, even though I did grab it. Okay, I'm not gonna do that. Oh, I should have said it out. Oh, here it is. Got a mystery card. Oh, that's the one that fell. Oh, giggles, giggles, giggles. Today it must be the hat. All right, let's get a final card, the Beyond Lemuria deck. What can we see for the union space? Divine Creator, for all the twins who are still watching to the end of this ridiculous reading. Sacral chakra, the sexual chakra, of course. So this is what we're dealing with today. There's a real playful energy, and it's also got the 3 on it. We saw for the divine feminines. I'm hearing the divine feminines are not taking this connection as seriously as they once did. There is a releasing of, I'm hearing, of ownership. You know, just because it's a divine counterpart does not mean that we should be fixated on that twin doing what we think they should do just because they're our counterpart. We have no ownership over our twin. We don't. And sometimes there's a temptation to think that they should do what we think they should do because they're, after all, our twin. No. So there is this beautiful freeing thing where the divine feminines are maneuvering autonomously regarding third energies and regarding putting down the sexual tension, the objectification, the ownership stuff. There is an exploration of the energy of the third energy coming in for feminines. So sacral chakra, we know we've seen that for the masculines repeatedly over the last while, so the feminines are also exploring that, I'm seeing. Feelings, emotional responses, pleasure, sensuality, intimacy, connection, letting go, creativity, sacred sexuality, passion, healthy boundaries, and valuing the body. I'm actually going to read all of this because it's so pertinent to what just came through in this whole reading. So you are invited to revel in the present moment and feel deeply into your senses. The sensuality of being alive, the breeze on your skin, the scent of damp earth, the feeling of fitting perfectly into the temple you call your body. Your card is about diving into the depths of a moment where all the faculties are available for divine creation. Your entire paint kit is present, as no part is left in the past or caught in the future. All of who you are unites in a point of deep experience. This is the ecstatic moment of conception for a project or new life. Let yourself drop into passion, intimacy, loving connection with whatever you are birthing into the world and with whomever you have chosen to co-create with. Wow, so this is the beginning of a new life, and it's through the reclamation of the sacral chakra as autonomously the individuals. It is a very, very potent realization when we come into sacred sexuality that our bodies are our own. Nobody has say over someone else's body and what they do with it. So the more we are in trust for what we do with our own body, the more we conduct ourselves based on our higher connection to source, the more we are autonomous and sovereign with what we can navigate, the more we come into the understanding of what is a fit for us authentically or not. And all the options cease. I've said this many times, that the more open we are, the more quickly we get to our preferences. And the more evolved we become, the less preferences, the less options there are, because we're no longer a fit for just anyone, for just anything. And only love remains. So after all the karmic learning and exploration, only your twin, only the two shall remain standing. Okay, so restore. Get in touch with your creativity and embrace your natural expression, however it looks to you. The way you live is an art form, a unique expression of yourself. You can dance through challenge, sing through restriction, and paint your reality, or wear crazy hats. Themes: your relationship with your body, your sensuality, and your sexuality. Healing position, lower abdomen and pelvis area, color wash, vibrant orange. So if you want some support with this, wear some orange, put an orange shawl around you, something like that. Orange, you glad you are on this journey, twins? Many blessings. Bye for now.